Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I have for you is episode 20 of my Football Manager 23 save with #United. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 20 likes on today's episode, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are now closing in on 1,000 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so and it does massively help out. Drop a comment in as well down in the comment section down below to help boost the video in the YouTube algorithm. Now, since you were last with us, we're doing pretty well. We're ticking through the matches. We're still within more than a good enough chance of getting promoted through the playoffs this season. Again, I think that league title is just too far away from us as of right now. As always this season, there has been some transfer business since you were last with us, and we've signed someone who is really, really good in League 2 and League 1 in the Football League over the last couple of seasons in real life. Since he's come in, he's massively disappointed though. Make sure to drop a like on there for me. Subscribe if you are new as well. And let's get into it. Since you were last with us then, we did see the permanent departure of Dean Collins. He has left the club on a free transfer after spending a couple loans out over the last couple of seasons. This year failed to feature in the first team. Wasn't really developing, so we've let him go on a permanent transfer to New Milton Town, where he's played 7 games so far, averaged a 6.33. So never going to be good enough to get into the first team, and it just makes sense for all parties really to move him on. The unsung hero from last season, Dom Penazardoa, did also move on. He has joined Coleshill on a free transfer. Played a lot last season, got 15 goal contributions when we expected absolutely nothing from him. He deserved a new contract. This year, struggled for game time and didn't do too bad, to be fair. 3 assists in just 6 starts, but he wasn't really getting the game time. He was on £18-90 a week, I think, so to let him go on a free transfer to Coleshill, where he's not doing too bad, to be fair. He's already got a player of the match performance. I was happy to move him on, and we thank him for his services. A man who we signed in the summer was Junior. Still don't know how to pronounce his second name, but he has also left the club now. He's joined Wellington and he's gone there and scored 2 goals in his first 3 games. For us this season, he got 9 goal contributions in 14 starts. He did pretty well, to be fair. 26 years of age. He's gone there on £350 per week. We needed to get him out the door because we had too many options on that right-hand side. He didn't do horrendously for us. He averaged a 7.13, but overall from Junior, we just didn't see that next level, so we did decide to move him on, and he's going to Wellington on £350 a week. You can't really complain about that. They're, I think, in the same level as us, just in a different region. So again, not a bad move for him whatsoever. The EFL star signing then that I'm sure you've all been waiting for is Ryan Broom, formerly of Cheltenham Town and Peterborough United. Recently been kicking around in the Vanarama National League North, where he got 15 goal contributions in 39 starts. And well, he's come in. He's not done too bad, to be fair. 2 assists in his first 4 matches. He's come here on a deal until the end of the season on £250 per week. I believe he's the highest paid player ever in the history of the football club. 3-star current ability, 3-star potential. He's been playing as a right winger on that right hand side. He's not bad, does a job there until the end of the season. I'm really happy to get him in through the door. In terms of how we've been getting on then since you were last with us, we had a 2-2 draw away at Walthamstow before a 2-1 win away at Leiston, a 0-0 draw at home to Tilbury, a 2-0 win away at Brentwood, a 1-1 draw at home at Coggeshall, where they scored in the 90th minute in that game, a 2-1 win away at Grays, where we won it in the 88th minute, a 1-1 draw away at Haybridge in the Velocity Cup 3rd round, when we lost on penalties, again scored late in that one, but Alex Teniola and Taylor Dodd both did miss their penalties. We had a 2-2 draw at home at Bowers and Pitsea, where we scored a 94th minute equaliser, a 1-1 draw away at Canvey Island, where we scored a 94th minute equaliser, and most recently a 2-2 draw at home to Wroxham, where we scored a 91st minute equaliser. So lots of late drama recently. Obviously Canvey were bottom of the league, absolutely terrible, and we somehow scraped a draw against them. In today's episode then, we have Stowmarket away, who are currently 14th in the table, and East Thurrock United at home, who are currently 18th in the table. Now, obviously we can't secure a playoff spot in today's episode. We're currently, I think, 5th in the table. So after this episode, you'll then see the final 2 games of the season, and you'll get to find out if we will qualify for the playoffs or not. After that, if we make it into the playoffs, you'll have the playoffs. If not, then it will be the transfer rebuild. I mean, if we don't make the playoffs, I did say that I would resign as manager. We'll have to wait and see whether I do stick to that one or not. But let's waste no further time. Let's get into the first game of today's episode away at Stowmarket Town. Here we have it then. Here's how we line up for today's game away at Stowmarket. We've got Taylor in goal, a back four of Beresford, Dodd, Cunningham and Bates, and we've Burks and Franz in the midfield, Broom and Francis on the wings, and Teniola and Faney up front. Diabate misses today's game through suspension, and apart from that, we are pretty much as you were. Let's get underway for today's game. We're playing against 2 sides who are in that lower part of the mid-table region. Obviously, the second game of today's episode is against a team currently in that relegation playoff spot. So there's a potential for us to pick up 6 points in today's episode. Normally, though, this is a bit of a banana skin. I mean, if it's anything scored from the last 3 matches, there's going to be some drama after the 90th minute mark, which I'm not sure will be too good for the heart rate. Let's get underway then for today's game. They're playing a 4-2-3-1. Lots of space for us here in this midfield. We are going to have the extra body going forward, but they're going to have an extra body in that midfield role as Bateson gives the ball away far too easily there, and now Stonemarket are coming forward on this near side. Agio Aqua finds Mohamed, slots it through, and it's eventually going to come to Leighton at the back post, but that is offside. Throw in for us here. Bateson finds Feeney. He goes all the way back though here to Cunningham. He's been a rock for us this season. Clips on into the channel looking for Bateson, playing as an attacking wing back in today's game. Gets a ball in. Cleared away though by Cummings, and now Leighton picks it up over on that far side, looking to get past Beresford. Cummings, ball down the line, well cut out though by Burke, and now Franz steps in, ball through to Teniola. Couple of touches, goes for the chip. He had so many other options there. Again, the finishing on Teniola is just making me question his future at the football club. Yes, he's got around 20 goals this season, but he's missing more and more chances as the time is going on. Ball to the back post from Beresford. Cunningham heads over the bar. Like what I'm saying about Teniola though. Yes, he's scored nearly 20 goals this season, but he misses so many chances. He's not been as clinical as what he's been in the past couple of seasons, and it's really starting to frustrate me. Stonemarket now with a corner towards that back post. Callum Taylor comes out well though and claimed it. We're starting to get to that point in the season now where we're offering new contracts to players. We're getting our more key players tied down, trying to reduce their initial wage but give them more in bonuses. Ball over the top here. Feeney wins it. Teniola with again a really poor pass there, and Cummings clears. Dodd with a good header. Far too slow though in the midfield, and now Mohamed chases onto it into the penalty area, shoots just wide of the market. Really poor again from Franz there, who's again not really impressed too much in a #United shirt. We're playing him in so many different roles, and every role that we seem to play him in, he just doesn't really perform in. We'll give him one final piece of encouragement before half time. There is a gap growing between us and 4th place at the moment, which is not a good thing. We need to be reducing that gap as much as possible as we're occupying this final playoff spot, but only by the skin of our teeth right now. I mean, I think from probably Dereham down, no one's really got much chance of getting into the playoffs. Bateson, having a good game, but he's going to have to come off here with an injury. Potential lower leg injury. God, don't be a broken leg, please. We're going to have to put Cunningham over to left back, who, I mean, he can't really play left back. Actually, we'll put Cunningham back to centre back. We'll put Burks at left back. We are training him to play there. And then we're going to bring on Matthew Marsh as a ball-winning midfielder. He's more of a left wing back, but he's getting better at playing at that left back role. He might be able to by the time the season finishes. You'd like to think. 5 minutes into the second half, not exactly what I wanted to be seen, to be honest with you. We'll hopefully give him some more encouragement here and hope something changes soon. Well, there's only 25 minutes left on the clock. We're going to stick it onto attacking and make a double substitution. We're going to change both of our strikers here. Lovett is going to come on for Feeney. Andrews is going to come on for Teniola and play as a supportive pressing forward. Andrews scored the late equaliser in the last game against Wroxham, so there's an opportunity for him here to try and do it again. Beresford's corner is cleared away, only as far as Andrews. On off the bench, looking to make an impact. Can he get this ball into the box? He goes back into Marsh. Dodd now. Big stature on the pitch. He goes that wide into Francis. Over on that left-hand side. Finds Franz in the penalty area. Lays it off. Andrews with the chance, and it's somehow kept out by the goalkeeper. He's gone for power rather than accuracy, and Burks is fouled there. We will have a free kick in a pretty dangerous area. It is Marsh stood over it. Can he find the top corner maybe with this one? 20 minutes to go. He shoots. Big save from the Carter Rogers in between the sticks though for Stonemarket. 20 minutes to go, still 0-0. We are well and truly pushing for this goal now as Beresford will swing in a right-footed outswinger. Ball comes into the box towards that back post, cleared away though by Jones, and that will be a throw-in. Ball clipped forward here, looking for Lovett. Fails to hold on to it though, and Jones intercepts. Sears now sends a ball forward, looking for Mohamed. Cunningham underneath that, and now the winger on the opposition as somehow, I was really sorry there, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Is it Agiyakawa? I was trying to work out how you pronounce it. I don't know why I said Andrews. He puts the ball into the box. It's stabbed home by Rodber, and Stonemarket take the lead in today's game. I said it was a potential banana skin. I mean, Burks has been absolutely skinned there. Ball comes into the box, and there's 2 Stonemarket players with a tap in there. Taylor could maybe do better with that one. 10 minutes to go. Stonemarket lead after I mean, it's been a pretty even game, to be fair, so I can't even really complain. We've just not shown up in a must-win game. We're just not doing enough. We've got a good defence and we've got some good attackers, but it just doesn't seem to really be working. Nothing really seems to be clicking at #United. The recruitment this season's been good. Our wage budget this season's been good. I don't really know what the problem is, and it's 2-0 now. Sam Rodber has his second of the game, and it's all going wrong for us. Maybe a change in formation. Maybe we need to be more defensive, more conservative, and try and hit teams on the break. Maybe we go to one striker and maybe bring in a holding midfielder. I just don't know what the right thing to do is at the moment. We seem to just be so inconsistent, and it's so frustrating. I mean, Taylor's fallen over there before the shots even come in. I mean, that's definitely game over now because we don't have much of a backbone, to be honest. Francis is having another absolute stinker. And it looks like now we've dropped out of the playoffs. We are in a real spot of bother right now. And like I say, I said it at the start of the season, if we didn't get promoted, or at least look like getting promoted, I think it might have been the best for all parties if we do look to move on. I mean, they gave me a new contract recently. I only recently signed that, but I'm not so sure if I want to be fulfilling that, to be honest with you. I want to be moving up the ladders. I want to be climbing up through the leagues, and it just feels a bit stale at # at the moment. This is my 4th season in charge, and if we don't make the playoffs, which looks unlikely at this stage, I don't really know what's next, to be honest. Let's get into match week number 2 of today's episode and hope for something a little bit better. If things couldn't get any worse, Jack Bateson is going to be out for the rest of the season. He's torn his calf muscle, going to be out for 4 to 5 months. I believe he is someone who, has he signed a new contract? He hasn't yet signed a new contract with the football club, but he's on cheap wages. He's got really good potential. He is someone that I like to keep at just 21 years of age, but a torn calf muscle is not exactly ideal. I think we now need to go and get a natural left back in because Burks is very awkward in playing in that role. That was actually our first defeat in 9 matches. Very frustrating. I would expect to see lots of transfer business over the next couple of days and potentially might even go on into the next episode. We do have a natural left back coming in though. Matty Reid has been playing with Bury Town's under 21s. Looks like a pretty decent option at left back. He's going to come in on cheap wages. Yes, as a supportive wing back, he is pretty decent. On paper, he looks better than Bateson. He's going to come in on a deal until the end of next season. £55 a week seems like a really good signing in my opinion. Now, my scouts might be wrong. He might come in when we press advance here and he's not very good. He seems pretty decent though on paper. I mean, yeah, as we expected, not quite as good as what my scouts originally told him, but he's someone who can actually play a left back. And is our business done there? No, it is not. A man who we tried to sign in the summer, Joseph February-Zimmer. We're going to call him Joe. Again, another left-back option. Comes in and plays on that left-hand side. £70 a week, here until the end of next season. We needed 2 left-backs. With Bateson being out injured and Burks not being a natural left-back, who we're now looking to move on, I feel like getting 2 left-backs in, it just makes sense at this moment in time. Again, he might not be the greatest left-back in the world. He might only be 2-star current ability as a supported wing-back, but he's 18. We can develop him. We've got options now to play at left-back, and I'm very, very happy about that. 2 new signings in through the door, and they both play in that left-back role. Really happy about that. Here we have it then. Here's how we line up for the second game of today's episode at home to East Thurrock United. We line up then with Taylor in goal. A back 4 of Beresford, Dordet, Cunningham, and we decided to go with Joseph because his match load is medium, whereas Matty Reid's is heavy, and Matty Reid's last 5 matches have averaged a 5.98. So he's on the bench for now. He can also play centre-back, but he's 5'9", so I highly doubt that will be happening. We've got Diabate back in the midfield alongside Franz, with Broom and Andrews on the wings, Teniola and Feeney up front, with Marsh, Bragg, Reid, Butler and Lover on the bench. So obviously, nice to get some new signings in through the door. I actually realised that Bateson, as a left wing back on as in the left back role, but as a wing back on support, he's 2-star current ability as well. So our 2 new signings can't be any worse than him. We'll just have to wait and see. We'll give them both a couple of opportunities each. We'll rotate between the 2 and see which one actually performs better. We are now underway though for today's game. If we don't win this one, I think we'll change formation going into the remainder of the season and try to play a little bit more defensive, a little bit more conservative, because while we're not really scoring goals, we might as well be a bit better defensively. I think that just makes sense. Corner ball for us here. Beresford looking for that front post. Cleared away though by Groves, and now Andrews plays it inside here to Teniola. Back out wide into Beresford. Great ball in. Feeney with a big chance. Massive opportunity for him there, and he's somehow headed that over the bar. 20 minutes on the clock. He's been all the tags so far. Free kick here for East Thurrock United towards that back post. Headed over the bar though by Groves. We do seem to be not really creating too much since that first highlight you saw. Not a lot has really happened in the game. I don't want it to be another game where it's boring, not a lot happens, then we we concede a sucker punch late on, because them type of games are the most frustrating ones to be a part of. I'm going to thrash the arms, tell them that I'm far from pleased. Everyone is motivated apart from Diabate. I believe Diabate has signed a new contract with the football club. He will be with us next season. There is a few players who have done that, but as of right now, we've not really focusing too much on that because we don't know what league we are going to be in. We've just done it to the really, really important players. Good tracking back there from Ryan Broom. Ball is not cleared though. McDonald had an opportunity there. Taylor was in no man's land. Thankfully, it's blocked out by Dodd and out for a corner ball, which will be swung in on this near side by Hughes, a right-footed in-swinger. 52 minutes will tick over. His ball comes into the box. Easy, though, for Taylor to claim. That is his bread and butter. Can we look to distribute it quickly? We can, and they will now have another corner ball. Hughes, much better ball in this time towards that back post. Headed away, though, by Cunningham. Andrews can't quite get there, and Hughes on the ball once more. Andrews does clear. Not really the greatest of clearances, though, and now Meslin-Jones. He goes back into Hudak, clip forward looking for Lewis. Joseph is able to deal with that one though. Hudak, great ball in again towards that back post. Beresford couldn't get underneath it, and that is a good opportunity there for East Thurrock United. Thankfully for our sake, it's not found the back of the net. And now we're now on the clock. We're going to look to make a couple of substitutions. We are now going to bring Joseph off on a 6.5. We'll get Matty Reid on at left back, give him his first opportunity in a Hashtag United shirt. We're going to put Feeney onto the right wing, and we're going to bring Finley Lover on up front, get Ryan Broom off, who, like what I say, doesn't really perform too well. Double change made there. We'll give him some more encouragement, and fingers crossed they can have an impact on the game. Another corner ball here for East Thurrock. Surely we're not going to get away with many more of these. Well caught though by Callum Taylor. And now can we look to distribute it quickly maybe? Maybe. There we go. He looks to go long over to this left-hand side. Lovett doesn't win it. Finds Franz, though, in the midfield. Clips over the top looking for Lovett. Great first touch to get away from the defender. Into the penalty area. Can he square it? He goes for the shot. Wow, he did all the hard thing there. The easy option there was to pass it. He goes for the shot, and in the end he passes it straight to the goalkeeper. With 20 minutes to go now, we will now make our final change of the game. Mike Butler is going to come on for Corey Andrews, who hasn't really impressed on that left-hand side. Andrews plays much better as a striker, I've noticed, rather than a winger. Surely we're not going to have a boring 0-0 at home to a team who are currently in a relegation playoff and look like they're going to be going down. No, we're not. We're probably going to lose this game 1-0. I mean, wait, before this free kick goes in, at least the wall is set up a little bit better than what we saw in that free kick in the last episode, which if you've not already gone and checked out, make sure you go do so. Carr, with a brilliant opportunity here. He shoots, and it's just gone wide. Massive opportunity there for East Thurrock United. We're going to go on to very attacking. I really want to win this game. If we don't, we now 2 points outside the playoffs. If we win, we go back into the playoffs, but we just can't score. We're really struggling in front of goal. There's full time. A boring 0-0 draw. I mean, you saw 5 yellow cards, but overall, today's episode hasn't been the most entertaining. Hopefully the signings have made up for it, because the actual matches that you've seen have been, well, less than underwhelming. I'm going to leave it there though for today's video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 20 likes, as I said at the start of today's episode, that would be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you're new as well. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed. If you haven't already, with that post notification bell on, it's free to do so and it does massively help out. Drop a comment in as well down in the comment section down below to help boost the video in the YouTube algorithm. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you very soon for another one. Before we do that, Burks is leaving the club. Joe Burks, he's going to be departing. Signed earlier on the season, played 16 games, average of 6.58. We don't need him anymore. Now we've got them 2 left backs in. There you go. Joe Burks has departed the football club. Thank you for your service, and thank you all for watching. I'll see you all later. Peace.